Hey guys, Danny Alvarez here with CellPhonius.com, bringing you the latest news and views that you can use. And now for the news. To start things off, we're going to be talking about graphene and 5 reasons why it will change your gadgets forever, according to NBC News. Well, the future of technology could hinge on a single material, graphene. The industry is buzzing over the potential of graphene, which is the strongest, slimmest, and most malleable material known in existence. Graphene, which is a form of carbon, I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that, could change the way our devices look, feel, perform, and interact with our bodies. See, here's how sensational this material is. It is, one, stronger than steel. See, smartphones like the LG Flex can heal themselves from minor scratches and scrapes, but you see, graphene should take durability to the very next level. Purportedly, this material is 200 times stronger than steel. According to the American Chemical Society, graphene achieves this strength because of its carbon atoms arranged in 2-dimensional sheets. It's also flexible like rubber. Researchers at Columbia University told the New York Times that graphene could stretch by 20%. In other words, it's pliable just like rubber. Samsung's Advanced Institute of Technology has been experimenting with graphene transistors, which would allow for easy production of flexible displays on both wearable devices and handsets. Graphene is also water resistant, so the material could potentially usher in a new generation of waterproof devices whose chassis may not need to be sealed like today's devices. So, imagine this: the lightest, thinnest devices ever? Well, according to a study from the American Chemical Society, graphene is thin enough to stretch over 28 football fields, which could usher in a new era of the paper-thin smartphones and tablets that you've always wanted. You might be able to fold them up when they're not in use, and nothing's going to happen to them. A video posted on the Times website shows a block of graphene powder balancing on top of flour, and you don't see a pedal move or bend. Interesting. Incredible battery life is another thing that makes this product so incredible. See, graphene will likely influence not just how our devices look, but how long they last. Northwestern University researchers have built a battery made of graphene and silicon, which supposedly lasted over a week on a single charge, and it only took 15 minutes to juice it up. If graphene gains mainstream, you could possibly leave your smartphone charger at home when traveling. So, your dreams of having the best battery life ever are soon to come. Thanks to graphene, and thanks to NBC News for that wonderful article. And for those of you wondering what Samsung's been up to ever since the launch of the Galaxy S5, and of course its new production of the Galaxy Note 4, which has not yet launched, and folks are saying it'll launch between August and September 2014. Well, let me tell you, they're not sitting there resting in their laurels. And I've said it once, I've said it again. Innovation must continue in order for Samsung to continue to reign in the area of smartphone sales and tablet sales. Now, what they're working on right now is possibly one of the most advanced smartphones or tablets. There's no real way to tell dimension by the photographs that I was able to capture from the U.S. patent filing that shows a tablet-like device with 2 different screens that opens up like a book. It's touch sensitive. According to the pictures, it's got 2 different cameras which will allow you to take single pictures, blend pictures together with a subject plus the other picture, giving it kind of like a green room effect, effectively. And the really interesting thing about this is that this device will be possibly ready to go, I don't know, within the next 5 to 6 months. So what is going to be? Is it going to be a smartphone? Is it going to be a phablet? Is it going to be the next? The reason I ask, well, is it going to be a phablet, is because it seems very much like the Galaxy Note series in that it has something very similar to an S Pen. It was an S Pen. It looks just like an S Pen and it has a little button on it. And you know what? If you want to see the pictures of this, you can go ahead and go over to my Google Plus account, which is Danny Alvarez, and check out the pictures. I've I've placed them all there. There are about 3 or 4 pictures of this device and its use. You'll be able to see where the cameras are located and get an idea of what this device may look like if it comes to fruition. What do you think about this device? Will it be your dream device? In other news, if you're with Sprint and own a Nexus 5, I've got some news for you. Sprint has announced the release of the firmware update for the Nexus 5 for its users, which includes features such as miscellaneous Android updates. How about that? The build number is going to be 4.4.3 KitKat, and it's currently rolling out to Sprint customers everywhere. And while we're talking about stock firmware updates, the Galaxy Note 3 International variant will also get 4.4.2 KitKat stock. Build A900XXUDNC4. Should I repeat that? Never mind. But it's going to start not in the United States, but in Russia. And then, of course, it'll be spreading out throughout the world. And that brings us to the end of this podcast. For CellPhonius.com, this is Danny Alvarez, checking out.